go up fast, and try to get on that level. I want to be able to compete. So I love competing. I love playing ball. And, if you love doing it, you can show that. So that's kind of the mindset I take into everything I do.
Obviously, this whole thing is different. You get poked, you get prodded, you get asked a lot of questions. It's the NFL. Is that part fun, or are you worn out, or are you waiting for draft day?
It's all fun, man. It's all fun. You got to go through the process, and that gives you more enjoyment for when you can, go home and sit on the couch. You got to go through the process and deal with some of the things that ain't as fun, but it's all that. It's all part of it, man. It's all part of it, and I got to, take it all in. And, like I said, it makes the day you get to go home and hang with the coach and just kind of lay back and chill a whole lot better when you ain't get to choose what you did the day before, that type of thing, So I try to keep it all in perspective and, take it all in.
You're projected as a first rounder. You feel like you're holding the lottery ticket right now?
I'm blessed. I'm so blessed. And, I don't want to say lottery ticket because it took a lot of things to get here. People got to make decisions. My family had to make sacrifices for me to get in this league. All those things. So I can't say lottery ticket, but I'm just super blessed and I'm super thankful.
I know you use it for you to prove that you're faster than 5, which is a big for you, but also, can you officially hold it over Chris and say that you're faster?
I don't want to do that. We had to wake up and run, just on some crazy circumstances. So we were kind of standing around, and just the fact that we both won the 4 threes, we were happy about, So Chris can slide. I can't say I'm faster than him, but if it ever comes to it and we put some money on it or something, we can raise it. Chris can slide, and I never take that away from him.
What did you want to do to, I guess, what were you out there on the prove today?
Yeah.
Maybe scout shooting?
I feel like I was a little sloppy, nervous, and kind of fell under the lights in Indy, So I felt like I was doing some uncharacteristic things and going through the drills, and I just wanted to show what I really bring to the table, and what I can do route running wise, when I'm on the same page as my quarterbacks, all those type of things. So, like I said, I felt like I left some things on the field when I was in Indy, and wanted to come back and prove myself here.
Participating in this last year with Justin, preparing you for what this was going to be like, and made it a little easier to go out there.
Exactly. Last year was Justin's pro day, so we were trying to do everything to do what Justin wanted to do and show off what he wanted to show off, and be there for him. And having it be our thing this year, I definitely helped. I kind of got to take Justin's mindset and how we prepare for it during the routine and getting ready for this Wednesday. So. Definitely helped out being a part of it last year as well.
Hey, Jackson talked a couple of weeks ago about how he's starting to do things that he's going to be asked to do at the NFL level, like 2 feet out and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Is that something that you were working on pretty much since you were a freshman, since you came here, things like that?
Well, Coach Hart, he coaches it only to get 2 feet in. So when we're going through our drill work, catching balls on the sideline, all that, it's 2 feet in, or otherwise we don't really mean that. So he's training us to get to that. Training us for the best corner we're going to play with, not the worst one, So he's training us for, the Pat Surtain, the Stephon Gilmores of the world, not as much, I don't want to say any teams, but you know what I mean. So just do everything at the highest level. 2 steps, you want to be in the NFL one day, catch a quick 2 feet in, that type of thing.
And other than 2 feet, what are some other aspects of that part of life going to teach you?
Just your approach to the game, There's a lot of things that correlate with football that's not just on the field, So the meeting room and, being locked in during that's probably the biggest thing I'd say that he emphasizes that'll translate, really well for the next level.
Was that part of the recruiting process too? We were going to Heartland and tell you we're going to have these specific things that we're going to touch on.
Yeah. I knew I wanted to get to the next level, and I came in wanting to win the national championship and go to the NFL in 3 years, and I felt like Coach Hart is going to do a great job with that, getting me ready for that. And, he's done all that and then some. So it's definitely something that recruiting wise I believed in, and he preached, for sure.
Hey Garrett, you were mentioning, working with Justin last year, and I'm curious what that means to CJ. To be able to work with you, kind of have a preview of what he's going to be. What would you see out of him? Why did you want him to be here?
He's special, man. The way he approaches practice and the walkthroughs is detailed, So I knew that if we had CJ with us, it would result in us looking crisp between, on this Wednesday we just had our pro day, So, like I said, CJ is a special talent. Bring something to the table that not a lot of people bring to the table, and just the attitude, the way he trains himself. We wanted to have him out there with us and let him showcase what he can do.
Decent. What about these brothers kind of make you want to be like, okay, this is an NFL guy that's coming up, but I want him to help me show out today.
Yeah, he drops it in there. It's something, it's a ball that's not hard to catch. He understands touch and pace on throws, and if you're running towards him, he can take some off of all that. CJ's really special. And you know, it's natural with him. It's not something that he has to overthink or none of that. You know, he can really swing it. And, you know, I feel like we showed that the last year, but I feel like it'll only take off as you go.
Maybe this is too big a picture of a question, but obviously the Heartline's recruiting into that room. You said before the season, it's the craziest room you've ever seen before. Yeah. And now it seems like we're going to see the other side of that pay off with you and Chris kind of being the first through that door as potential first-round picks. Yeah. So, I mean, just to be first through that door and kind of, you know, burst through it and see what happens after that, is there like something to that, if that makes sense?
Yeah, I mean, it's special, man. You can't forget about who came before you, and you know, also you can't realize that the ones that are coming after you are looking. You got to realize that, you know. So it's important to leave a legacy here, and you know, have something to remember you for, and the fact that, you know, me and Chris both have a chance to be first rounders, you know, the first in a long time at Ohio State, you know, it would be really special, and it's something that we will, you know, hold dearly. So hopefully it sets the, you know, the standard, and it's something that keeps me going on, and I have a feeling it will. So.
Garrett, you mentioned enjoying the process.
Yeah.
Do you have time to do that, given, you know, you're working as much as you are to get where you want to be? Yeah, I mean, that's part of the process, is that working, you know, and kind of going and doing things that, talking to coaches on Zoom, all that stuff is part of it. You know, it's not my decision, but it's just things that you got to do as part of the process, like I said. So, I mean, I got some time. You know, I'll be able to go home and get some dinner tonight with my family. You know, having them all in town, and you know, that is enjoying the process to me. You know, there's not many things that can bring the whole family together at this point in all of our lives, and for this to be one of those things, you know, it's really special. And you know, I've just been taking it all in, the whole process. You know, good and bad. What's next for you up until the draft? Yeah, so a lot of team visits, a lot of private workouts, figuring out, you know, who wants to see me, who wants to see a little more of what I bring to the table, and you know, getting to their facilities and getting familiar with their staff and offense, and figuring out where I'm gonna play. So, you know, it's kind of at the tail end now, and I'm blessed for it to be at the tail end. But I'm really excited for it to be at the tail end and finally get to, you know, April. But you know, I got some time before then. I got to figure out.
Do you feel like you've come full circle, growing up in Columbus and then moving to Texas and then coming here? Like today was like the closing the chapter of, you know, your time at Ohio State? Just feel like it came full circle? Yeah, I mean, you know, being a Columbus kid growing up, I mean, it don't get no better than this, man. So, you know, I get to come back to Ohio State and do my pro day, and you know, have 32 teams out there watching me do what I love, man. And it's just truly a blessing, and I'm blessed. That's all I can say. I'm super blessed, man. It's awesome.